explain part two. It's a little bit tricky doing the numbers, but it asks you to go through and see what happens if someone only invests money for 10 years versus somebody who starts later and invests money for 30 years. So just having money in the market for a longer period of time. So I believe part two says you're going to start with 0 as your initial investment. Your monthly contribution is $300. And the first person only invests for 10 years. So we're just going to get the dollar amount, and then we're going to do it again, and we're going to add 0 to the monthly contribution. So let's figure out how much money they'll have after 10 years. So $49,739.21. So now I'm going to do it again for that same person. And from the assignment, it says that they start when they're 20. They invest $300 a month for 10 years, and then they're not going to take the money out until they're 65. So now this $49,000 has 35 years to grow. So let's do that. $49,739.21. This time we're going to change this to 0. The length of time is 35 because they're age 30 to 65. So we're going to see just having that starting investing that 49,000 when you're 20 versus starting when you're 30, the difference. So this person will have $531,000.73. And if you look, their contributions, as we can see, kind of stop here. We didn't even make any contributions. So they have roughly $50,000, and that's total what they contributed. By the end of 35 years, they're going to have 10 times that amount. And if you think about the interest rate, if somehow they get 10% back, then it's 1.3 million, 1.4 almost. Okay, so let's compare it. Let's go back, and then let's compare it to the other person who starts investing when they're 30, $300 a month for 35 years. So one person put in $300 a month for 10 years only. This person's putting it in for 35 years. Let's see what happens. So we start with 0. We put in $300 a month for 35 years at 7%. And they have $497,652.76. Now, their total contributions were $126,000, almost 3 times as much as the person who invested from when they were 20 to 30. So this is the time value of money. The earlier you can invest, the more money you're going to have later on. The exponential growth is going to be more and more later on. So this is kind of, I know it was confusing because you had to kind of do a couple steps, but I just wanted you guys to highlight that example. You should be able to finish this example now and fill out part 2, and then everything else should be self-explanatory. If you have questions, make sure you guys let me know.